guys, it's Friday.
Oh, whoa, that was a lot of energy.
Well, it's Friday.
Okay.
We have the whole weekend ahead of us, and there's D&D tomorrow.
Oh, right,
Oh my God.
Tomorrow's my last run.
Your last big run. Not your last run.
Not
Let's
forever.
get that out here
Not
right
my
now,
last
guys. You need to
forever
understand, tomorrow is Eric's last long run.
Besides the marathon.
3 hours
Three.
prior to the marathon.
I still have a couple of hour-and-a-halves after that. But those are manageable.
That's like nothing.
Right, those are manageable. We'll see how that goes. I want it just over with. I really just want it over and done with.
It's almost done.
So I don't have to
only
like
have a little bit of time
stress anymore. Yeah, I think my longest run after this is an hour-and-a-half. So that's kind of
not
exciting.
For you?
Today.
Today. We were at work.
Yeah, we were at work. I am going bananas planning
What?
Planning our next apartment.
Okay, so if you guys didn't catch the hints here and there, we are probably moving in the next, what, 8 months or so?
Sure.
Yeah. So we are looking for a place that is a little further uptown in Manhattan. One, it's cheaper, but most importantly, it's closer to our friends Emily and Will.
Yes.
And we will have a little bit more space than we have now. We will have a bigger studio space than the space that we're currently smooshed into. Eric is hoping that he'll have a whole room that's just for the studio and for the board game table. And I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
So I'm on board.
I think what we've decided is normal people, which we are not.
I've given up on that. I have pink hair now, guys.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm not normal anymore.
Normal people, when they move into a house or an apartment, find the master bedroom, and that becomes
the master
bedroom because it's the biggest room.
Yeah.
No, we don't need a huge room. I need a room that holds a
bed and a bear.
King or California king. I would love to get a California king bed, a dresser, and that's a mirror.
Well, a little bit more than just a dresser because you have a lot of clothes.
Sure, but that's pretty much what I need. I don't need to like be able to walk around and do cartwheels and things like that. So what we decided is the next place we move into, the master bedroom, will become the board game room. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. So what we're gonna do is, if you have seen a video that we made many moons ago about our IKEA table that we converted into a board game table,
which you guys have seen in a bunch of our streams and other videos that we've made.
Yeah, we're gonna do away with that table.
Well, we're not gonna do away with it. It's still gonna exist.
It's gonna be someplace else.
Yeah.
Just not be in the game room.
It won't be our primary game table anymore.
And instead, what I would like to do is make one with these hands from scratch.
Except that's not true because you're gonna get some.
I'm gonna cut down some trees. No. Am I cutting down trees?
No.
I'm gonna go to Home Depot and gather wood.
Maybe.
Put it on my shoulder. And
no, probably not. It'll probably go on a cart.
I might need like a couple people to help me. But I'm gonna make a table, and the big picture of the table, I'm gonna show you this picture of somebody else who's made a table, and it's roughly what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to pause. I'm not leaving this picture up forever. But did that even come into focus? I think it came into focus. So if you look at a table, that's a square. That is not what we want. We want a rectangular table.
No squares here.
We want a rectangular table. And near the corner of each side, there are going to be cup holders, right?
Important.
Built-in cup holders.
Have a place to put your drink.
And then it's going to be an inset, and there is going to be a television in the middle. There's still going to be some space.
Inset into the inset.
Right, inset into the inset. There's going to be a television in the middle of the table, and then about 12 inches from the width of each person and the length of each person. So it's kind of...
It's a big table.
Yeah, it is a big table. It's something like 48 by... 72. And
that's just the inset. That's not including the like 4 inches on the outside. To make that...
5 inches on the outside.
5 inches on the outside?
4 inches?
I don't know.
We gotta measure with a cup holder.
Anywho,
it's a big table.
It's a big ass hunkin' table.
Why we want a TV in the middle is for all the D&D
RPGs
and RPGs that we're playing. Instead of Emma drawing maps
which
out,
I like doing,
which you enjoy doing, there are programs that allow that. But instead of drawing all these things constantly, we can make them a little more detailed and fancier with a program, or find maps online and project them onto the TV and move miniatures around the way.
Minis on the map.
The big picture is to have an Apple TV connected to that TV.
To push to it.
And then use a mini iPad to project whatever images we have.
Yeah.
So,
long story short, we're going to be working on a new board game table, but
it is months away.
It is after we move, because
there's
we
no
don't
room
have
for
a place to put it right now unless I reconfigure the whole house, which might happen because Eric's going away.
You're not going to see that much of me next week. You're going to see a lot of this one.
Eric is going to be in Minnesota.
Yeah.
For 4 days next week. So that means it's going to be me on my own, and what do I do when I'm by myself?
You rearrange everything.
I don't know what's going to happen. Although I did get like an ominous foretelling. I had a friend of mine come over to me today and say that his wife just threw out her back from moving furniture.
Don't do it.
And literally he had to help like get her to the doctor because she couldn't physically move.
I'm not here to do that.
So maybe I don't want to rearrange furniture. It was very much like, ooh, that timing seems very auspicious.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about making this table. When it begins, or it's about to begin, I will definitely share more detail. If I
there'll be a
have
whole video of the making.
blueprints of how it's going to be made. A little better
And this
picture.
is all him. As the director of logistics, I am stepping away from this. He wants to have this project be his own. It is his own. I'm happy to give advice, but he doesn't want to listen to my advice.
It's going to be amazing.
So, it's all his.
Just think about the inset table, which is going to have a giant TV, which will then have plexiglass, which will then have neoprene, and then around just the screen, the neoprene will have a separate piece that I can peel back. It'll look nice.
Very
hopefully.
excited, guys.
Something else that happened today, I went to Hex & Co. and got my new Start Collecting set
Home away from home.
for Age of Sigmar. And I might have said it before, but here it is. I went with the Demons of Nurgle. Because most of these minis on here, if you can kind of see them, most of the minis work with Nurgle for Warhammer, except for
Death Guard is what you're
Death Guard, sorry, except for that guy. That one guy will not work with a Death Guard. Everything else will. So, some more minis. I just started building them.
The problem for Eric is that he literally has to have them put together to play on Friday, as in a week from today, and he is going to be gone for 4 days. And what's the other problem? Oh right, tomorrow we're gonna be playing D&D. Hi, Dex.
There's the Dexter here.
Dex really wants to
Just
make
his
cameos.
way in and stuff now.
Hi.
So we have that.
Don't be careful.
Other interesting things besides Warhammer and Emma's D&D, I am ready to dive in almost to Starfinder.
He keeps saying this.
Keep saying it.
Literally, I feel like he needs to put $1 in a jar every single time he does it, and it'll eventually pay for all those minis that he
the Starfinder jar instead of a swear jar.
It's the Starfinder jar. Every time you mention it, but you haven't done anything yet.
I know. I have the core rule book. I've purchased the adventure path. I have part 1 and part 2 now. So I think by the time we start part 1, part 3 will almost be out.
Okay.
So we'll be good.
That's exciting.
Besides,
I have to build my character.
Yes, besides those things, I have the Starfinder GM screen, which is,
Dex is very excited about
it's really cool. So this is what your players, or my players, would see. This
which
nice,
is beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. And then here are all like the skills.
So the thing on the inside that I thought was the best is there are stats for doors.
Oh, there are stats.
So for the record, there are stats for doors, which made me laugh. I don't think it made Eric laugh the same way that it made me laugh, but it made me laugh, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Are you still laughing?
I am still on.
Okay, well, if you notice on one of those, there is Starship combat, because that's the other really cool thing about this. Besides doing your basic combat that you would with an RPG game, there's also space combat.
I fight with spaceships.
Yes. The last thing I got currently is the Starfinder combat pad. And
now, this is something that's specific to Paizo that Wizards of the Coast doesn't make. And I'm actually a little jealous because I think it's kind of nice. It's a magnetic dry erase pad that you track initiative on. So turn order for when you're in a combat, and you can like, you dry erase on these little things, like the person's name, and then you can dry erase on this, and then this is magnetic and it sticks to that.
That's how magnets work.
That is how magnets work, but it's really smart.
Yeah, so what the combat pad shows here is we have the initiative order, we have what action, if they're ready, if they're delayed, and then notes. So if someone becomes delayed, you can write that next to their name. And in the back we have combat phase for the starship.
Really cool.
And here are the magnets that come with it. Different colored ones, and as you can see, it just sticks. So
that's how magnets.
That's how magnets work. That is how magnets work.
I heard someone say that to me once.
Yeah, he sounds like a very wise person. So now I have all these wonderful add-ons to help me.
Are you gonna say it one more time?
Just gotta do it.
I really gotta get a jar, guys, because he's gonna like.
Just gotta do it.
There's gonna be so every time he says I just gotta do it, or he mentions Starfinder, he should pay up because he's been talking about it for 2 months.
You know, if you would have made this with Warhammer or 40K,
I would be rich.
You'd be like Scrooge McDuck, jumping into the pile.
That was synchronized. That was really good.
Olympics, here it comes.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that was today. Planning for a new board game table, which is like months away.
Long time away.
Some start collecting Age of Sigmar, and some, I don't want to say it, but Starfinder stuff.
Alright, can I have 2 seconds before we sign off for the night?
Go.
Okay, so tomorrow we are playing D&D. It is regular campaign. I am very sorry that I have not gotten the 3rd episode up. The sound and the video are not syncing very well. There seems to be some sort of delay issue, and it's going to require more editing. It's unfortunate. However, I wanted to say a big thank you to my friend Leighton, who was here for Taldore Day, who made me this awesome dice bag.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she made it for me. It's adorable. She is a costumer, so she's very good at sewing. I looked at it, I was like, wow, that looks professional. And then I remembered, oh right, she does this for a living. You
have amazing dice bags. I need some dice.
So she gave me this really awesome dice bag, which is like my other one, and it stands on its own, but it has a very nice drawstring to like keep things closed, so I may switch over to this one. I don't know. Maybe I'll put my DM dice in one bag, and I'll put my playing dice in another bag. I don't know, but now I have 2 dice bags, and I just wanted to say huge thank you to Leighton for making me this beautiful dice bag, even though it was sort of a DM brag.
Can I use it since I don't have a dice bag?
Leighton didn't give it to you.
I need to get some dice.
I might be able to share.
I need to get some dice. That's one thing I lack. I lack of dice, and it's going to happen.
Wait, you lack dice? You don't lack dice? You have plenty of dice.
No, you have like a lot of dice. I need a lot of dice.
I need more. I need more dice.
I need more dice.
I actually have my eye on a Frosted Blue set, which you said they have it. Hex that I should go purchase. Yeah.
My birthday comes first, so I should be getting a lot of dice.
Opalites a lot. I've been rolling my metal-coated Chessex, the hot pink ones, and I've been rolling the
faux metal dice, right?
Yeah, and then the frosted pink ones, the ones that look like candy. I want to get blue ones that look like candy.
Well, I don't need fancy dice, but I do need to get some dice. And I think with that is it. Sunday.
Oh,
it's
a pay-per-view.
Social Sunday.
And a social Sunday. So we are going live twice on Sunday night.
You might not care about one of them.
But you can tune in, hopefully.
Right. One is going to be Social Sunday, and one will be... Wrestling.
So, on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll be going live for Social Sunday. We are still very sorry that we could not...
Hopefully I'll have some of these things primed and ready to go.
Comic-Con, because the internet was craptastic.
Yes.
But we will be live for Social Sunday. You guys can ask any questions you want.
And then I think 7 p.m. Eastern time.
We will be live to do live reaction to tables, ladders, and chairs, which should be interesting because apparently the roster has changed a lot.
Oh, people are sick. So don't forget, if you're tuning in for the wrestling, we can't show the pay-per-view.
No. We would get sued.
This is all you see. You see me going, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened.
So you can watch along with us.
Yeah.
And it's like we're in your living room.
We'll chat with you just as we do live during Social Sunday.
So if you like wrestling, tune in.
If you like
some of you are
seeing us react, tune in.
Yeah. It'll be a good time.
I don't know what we're going to be eating, but...
Tony's coming, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.